liking these road courses too much. He's doing pretty good right now.
This is the contact we talked about between the 48 of Jimmy Johnson and Kevin Harvick. Marty?
Right side.
Yeah, Bill, even that slight bit of contact did it in the left front fender of the 29 car for just a little bit, and it's only under heavy braking that it really affects that left front tire, but the tire rub has seemingly gone away. Since then, Jimmy Johnson has radioed to his spotter to apologize to Kevin Harvick under that last caution. He did that. Kevin said, no problem, it's a long race.
And let's, remember, you've seen these guys dropping wheels a lot and getting in the dirt and the grass right here, and that causes a lot of problems for those guys, because if you drop a wheel in this grass and dirt, it's going to blow onto the, the front screen for the radiator on some of these cars. These guys are going to start overheating. We saw that yesterday, I believe, with Jamie McMurray's car in the Busch race. So
I talked to Greg Biffle about that this morning because he was behind the Kurt Busch, Robbie Gordon experience yesterday. And I said, does that distract you as a driver? He goes, yeah, because especially late there going through the inner loop when all that dust went in the air, you don't know what's on the other side of it.
Yeah, you don't know if the record. And a lot of times you'll do that on purpose. You'll try to throw that stuff up behind you at the guy that's, behind you. A little bit early in the race to be doing that, but
Tony Stewart working on the back bumper of Kurt Busch.
Those guys in the garage area were not kidding about the 20 car being fast.
See if Stewart can pull that same move. That was a pretty good move right here in this left-hander. If he doesn't do it here, if he can stay close enough getting out of turn 7, Kurt Busch got through there pretty good. Got through there really good.
Just want to go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Picked up about 2 or 3 car lengths through there, so it didn't give Stewart the opportunity to be able to outbrake him going into turn 1.
Just want to let you know the scoring link, the timing and scoring link from NASCAR is down right now. That's why you're not seeing the ticker across the top of the screen. Robbie Gordon in the 7 car. This was their radio traffic just a little while ago.
We may win the race, but I can tell you we brought a sword to a gunfight as far as the motor count is. We lose as much today as we did yesterday on the straightaways.
Frustrating for a driver. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that when you're getting out driven on a straightaway, and that's what Robbie's complaining about. He just doesn't feel like he's got as good a motor as these guys that are in front of him right now.
What did he say? He brought a sword to a gunfight?
Yes.
That usually doesn't work out too well. Boris said he's got cameras all over the car.
That's a great shot looking back at him. Gives you kind of an idea of how you look at the wheel, you look in the mirror, you're shifting. Takes a look at his gauges. I think he was waving to the crowd there. I'm not sure what that was, but
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Goes through the left-hander. Back to the right-hander out on the straightaway. Let's see if we stay with this shot. See how big his eyes get when he gets down to turn 1. Takes a look in the mirror, see where competition is.
You have to use that mirror going to 1, right? Because you want to know if you're being set up.
Yeah, you really do. You have to look at the mirror all the time when you're coming off the corner to see how close that guy is behind you, because you know if he's close behind you, he's going to make a move going into 1. So you got to decide whether you're going to just let him make that move or possibly block him. So every time you come out of a corner, you're looking up in the mirror, like right there. He takes a look. He wants to see how close these guys are behind him, so he knows how hard he's got to drive into the next corner to try to save that spot, or like I said, block a little bit.
Right behind Jeff Burton.
Here's foot cam.
The dance.
The dance. And he's one of these guys that is a right foot breaker. I think most of the drivers now are left foot breakers. We use our left foot on the brake pedal. We never take our right foot off the gas. But if you watch going in, he'll take his right foot off, gets on the brake, heel and toes downshifts. It's just a lot of work for your right foot to do. Now, if you saw his left foot came over and pumped the brake, and that's one thing you'll find a lot of guys doing at Watkins Glen, these brakes get soft because they get hot. And you'll come over and you'll tap that brake pedal like he's doing right there to make sure the pedal's there, so when he gets after the brakes going hard into 1, he's got confidence that thing's going to stop.
Because sometimes you have to stop in a hurry.
Yes. Yeah, and if you don't have brakes, you're going to stop in a hurry.
Matt?
And Bill, what you were watching there, many call trade secrets. And really, Boris Said is more like a professor for the majority of the drivers in today's field. They have all spent quality one-on-one time with him at various road course tracks in the Southeast, trying to hone their road course skills. Whether you're a rookie or if you've been in the sport for a few years, a number of guys still say they taught him so many things that they are putting in use today. Right now, the goal for Boris, just to hunker down and just pick off a few more spots before that first pit stop.
Yeah, he's helped a lot of guys here. Don't think he's showing them everything, but he's helped a lot of them.
There's your race leader, Kurt Busch, here at the Glen. Started from the pole, won the Busch race here yesterday. So, want to be a camera guy?
You have to be a real short one.
Oh, and you have to stand on your head. Kurt Busch continues to lead here at Watkins Glen. 15 laps complete. There's second place Tony Stewart right behind him as they go through the inner loop. Ryan Newman has the third spot, and Jeff Gordon and Kyle Busch. One of the drivers trying to make the chase for the Nextel Cup Championship. Carl Edwards is 14th in the standings. There you see him, not in the position he wants to be in, Alan.
There is the reason why, Bill. That is a cut in the right front tire on the Carl Edwards car that just came. This tire just came off the car. They changed 4 tires, filled it up with fuel, but that was shy of their fuel window. That's going to be a problem later on today.
You know, we see all those rocks with that camera back in the inner loop, Wally. Those rocks just do not agree with these racing tires.
No, there's, like I said, there's a lot of debris on the racetrack. When these guys are dropping wheels and pulling that dirt and grass and stuff up, you're right. Hot, sticky tires and hard, sharp rocks, they don't go well together. And here we go, for position.
Kyle Busch around Gordon. Now Jeff Gordon.
Robbie Gordon's going to take a spot away, too.
Jeff Burton is on pit road. Marty?
Yeah, Bill, third place man in the championship standings. Very much a scheduled pit stop for Jeff Burton here on lap 16. When I walked in the 31 hauler this morning, they were watching last year's race, trying to decide when would be the best lap to pit. They decided 16 and somewhere around 55. Matt?
And Greg Biffle sharing pits at this juncture of the race, trying to get the fuel cell full of fuel. He stalls the car, finally heaves away. They made a chassis adjustment to try to help the balance on exit of the corners. Bill?
Thanks, guys.
Man, these guys are looking at running 39, 40 laps on that last stop.
Looks like the 11 car's got some damage on the right front as well. Denny Hamlin right there.
And the 29 car going to pit road.
Yep. Had to hand out the window.
First gear, 4100.
Here's Kevin Harvick.
First gear, 4100.
Currently 4th in the championship standings, heading for pit road.
They might have a little trouble getting that right front off the way that fender is, so they're going to take a look at that, Marty.
Yeah, Wally, they're going to take a look at that left front fender, but Kevin made a point to tell his crew, listen, don't spend too much time on that left front fender because, honestly, it's not hurting me that much. Chassis-wise, for the 2019, the car has been excellent, so it's going to be 4 tires, no changes to the chassis for Kevin Harvick, who ran the top 5 for much of that run the last time. He was a little bit concerned about the brakes, said the pedals a little bit softer than I would like it, but no big concern as of yet. It'll be a 4-tire change, and again, just like his teammate Jeff Burton, very scheduled stop. They too planning on pitting for their second stop, like around lap 55.
Well, the strategy begins.
Boy, early, doesn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, these guys are going to run to lap 55, make another pit stop, and they're done for the day.
That's it.
They hope they're done for the day.
That's right. That would be the plan.
That's right. You have to guess at how many cautions are going to come out. You have to figure that you might go green, white checkers. That adds some time to the race.
We're a little bit tight turning into the race, but we're really good coming off the race.
Kurt Busch talking to...
No changes when we pit. Keep digging, keep digging.
Crew Chief Roy McCauley. Kurt won the pole at Sonoma. Finished 5th there. His best finish here is 10th in 5 races. Max Kenseth is on pit road. Dave?
Showing their hand, pitting here on, I believe it's lap 18 now, Bill, or 17? Let's count it.
Working lap 19 right now.
Working 19. I'm losing track already. His car was a little bit loose in the right-hander, so they made a chassis adjustment for that. Was also running just a little bit hot, so they took some tape off the front of the grill, and that'll fix both the hot and the loose condition.
But they've got to be careful now.